always rushing. We literally just finished off yesterday's video and now I'm starting today's video. Good morning guys. I'll speak to you more in a little bit. I've got to rush. Molly is shouting at me. And we are out. Good morning from, I'm getting hit by these trees. I've done this yesterday as well. Good morning from Saranda, Albania. I say we're in a rush. It's because we're going to Butrint, UNESCO World Heritage Site, which is about a 30 minute bus journey from Saranda, which of course we're doing again. We love the local buses now, but we're in a rush because I've got to get back for the football priorities at 5:30 and it is now 11:03. Haven't had breakfast. Good job is I can grab a burek, run to the bus. Only comes once an hour, so this could be a very rushed day.
Burek got, I can't believe how much of a rush we are actually in. I believe the bus comes every half hour. I'm not actually sure, to be honest. Yeah, every hour. Are we going to get stuck on the side of the road again? I'm not sure. Possibly.
I think you can walk from Butrint though. So if literally
walk from Butrint? No way.
That's what I mean. If it gets, well, if there's no bus coming and it's getting closer to 5:30, I am running back.
Yeah, you can run. We went to the same bus stop that we were at yesterday, which is just by the Friendship Monument, and they actually told us that you have to come here, which is an actual bus stop rather than just where all the minivans park. There's no sort of timetable. I think this is more of like a city bus rather than a city bus, yeah. Company. This one goes straight to Samil, and obviously you can stop off in Butrint, but yeah, no idea when it's coming.
The bus has come and it's just your typical city bus, not that busy. There was loads of people waiting. I think they actually come only like every half hour. I think it's only about 20 minutes to Butrint. I'm surprised it was one like this. I thought it was going to be more of a minivan. And we have made it to Butrint. Well, we're actually in the national park at the moment. It was made a national park, I believe, in the year 2000 to help preserve the area. And you can see that it is really well preserved. Nothing is actually built here yet, but to enter the actual archaeological site, I think we've got to walk up a bit further. If you are getting the bus, it's very easy. It was the end of the road, literally the last stop. The bus is waiting there now to pick up more people to head back to Saranda.
So we've just walked through the entrance and there's actually no one in the ticketing office, so I believe it's possibly free on a Sunday. We did get told, but we didn't know whether it was for everyone or just for Albanians, because the price for our Albanian nationals and foreigners is different. But I'm going to grab one of these actually.
Oh, so you can drop facts as we walk around and cheat?
I can drop facts. That's not cheating, is it? One of the first stops is the theatre. Now it has the whole curve and you can see all the seats where everyone used to sit. We're not history buffs at all, but to see a whole city like this is going to be absolutely crazy. This was one of the first things that we actually came into, and it's got like this bit is surrounded by water as well. It's just mad to see the whole city. And the little information pack just states that this was rebuilt twice, once by ancient Greeks and one by Romans. So I think there's two different types of theatres mixed together.
We have done very well with that little bit of research that it is free on a Sunday. If not, it would have been 1,000 lek per foreign tourist. So it's a good little money saver. We cannot complain. But it's just crazy how this place has weathered the storm of time. Like I said before, it's one of the best preserved archaeological sites in the world, but you don't necessarily have to enter the archaeological site. Outside there's 33 miles of protected land in the national park. This here though is the UNESCO World Heritage Site and was made in 1922. I'd done that without the leaflet. I'm actually doing really good here. Done it without the leaflet. But this archaeological site is actually completely pretty much surrounded by water, which looks really cool with the drone. It's like its own little island. This apparently was the gymnasium. I do not know what the gyms used to look like in Roman times.
Behind me is the channel side city wall, which backs on to Lake Butrint. It just looks so beautiful. The wall was actually a big line of defence here, and it's said to have been dated back to the 11th century. And just in front of it is the basilica, or the bishop's church. To be honest, once you've seen one sort of type of ancient ruin, they sort of look very, very similar, and of course it is amazing, but yeah, they all look quite similar.
This is probably my favourite part of the archaeological site, is that you can walk the old city walls, and they look out over Lake Butrint, which is beautiful. And you also got a lot of the local fishermen here. They like sit just outside the walls, probably so they don't have to pay the entry fee. It's obviously a good spot to fish. I think that is all the history for the archaeological site. For now, like Molly said, once you see one, it's sort of very similar. The grounds are lovely to walk in. Because we didn't pay our 1,000 lek today, it was free. I'm going to run out a little bit early because I saw something that took a fancy to me on the way in, and that was, there was like a little wooden string ferry right outside the front of it, and it takes you over to a little castle.
I think ferry's a bit of a strong word. It was more like a raft.
It was literally a raft.
That's what it is.
That they pull along, but boats go on. So I want to have a go on that. We want to go over to the castle there, and then about, I think it's maybe like a kilometre further up into the national park, there's a castle that's right on the lake itself. And this is literally, as soon as you leave, are you excited to get on? Have you ever seen a ferry like this?
It's not a ferry, we're going to call it a raft, okay? Because that is what it is. I don't know if there's a timetable, I don't know if do you reckon it's free?
I'm not sure, cars can go on it.
It's starting, I think.
Is it? Run, we've got to make it.
Oh,
and we missed it. It is gone, look. Oh, it's a chain ferry, so the chain pulls it along. Look, even cars can go on that. And we want to go and see this castle here. Actually now we've got a queue, we've got two cars. I don't know how they're fitting on. It's coming back. It's also got one car on it. I've never ever seen a ferry like this before. And we are on.
How exciting! We've even got a bench. Look, you can sit down for the minute.
Sit in the shade. Cars are joining us.
Love it!
This is crazy.
Take a seat.
We are off on the world's strangest little ferry. I can't believe cars can actually get on here, but I suppose it makes sense because when you get to the Butrint archaeological site, you can't actually drive any further. So we've got to go back, to go round, or just come across the lake like this. And we are across.
That was pretty fun, to be fair.
It's really quick. You have the Castle Valenciano behind us, which is closed at the moment. So should we just go straight back?
Shall we just go straight back?
Can we go straight back?
Yeah.
Thank you. We're going straight back.
They thought we were absolutely crazy just going back and forth, but it cost us about 75 lek each way, so that's
Just
right, isn't it?
So, yeah, we were the only ones paying, I think.
Yeah, I think it is just for tourists, but it's worth it. It's good fun.
It's such a random thing, and you can see the castle if you want to, but we've got a better one to see.
So when you get here and you want to go to Pasha Castle, which is all the way over there, you do actually have to get a local fisherman, and they start at about 2,000 lek, which is a little bit pricey to get there because it's not far, but we got it down to 1,500, which I think is a better price.
You can either get the boat or you can look at the viewpoint, but we actually get to go right to the castle because it is on the lake.
Thank you. Woo!
Nearly.
And this is us on the boat. It's been a long time since we've got on a boat, hasn't it?
It's been so long. This is lovely though. It's not far at all, but it's the only way you'll be able to access the island is to get a local fisherman, and we are off. made it. That was so good. Getting a speedboat along the lake as it heads into the river, and you come to this castle. You can see it from the mainland behind me at a viewpoint, but you can't come right over here unless you fancy a long swim. But look at it.
I feel like
You know what it looks like? It's like Scotland.
Is it?
Yeah, it reminds me of like a Scottish Highland sort of castle.
I was going to say that I feel like I'm on an episode of Survivor, you know, like survive on this castle on your own.
Wow, it is pretty abandoned, and we're the only two on here. I think everyone else opts to look from the mainland over at from the viewpoint, get local fishermen. That was, I think, the best price we could have got. Started at 2,000, like Molly said, got down to 1,500, tried 1,000, he was like, no. But I think we have like 20 minutes here, so I'm gonna just chill out. So this castle, Ali Pasha, or Ali Pashi, there isn't actually that much information here online. You go on and they actually still aren't sure when this castle dates back to. I presume it would have been similar times to the actual Butrint archaeological site. You'd think it would have been built around the same time, but it's incredible, surrounded by water. I love the fact that you can only access it by boat, and it's still so intact in so many places. But the views from on here are just incredible, overlooking the lake, overlooking the ocean, the mainland behind me. This is a rare find. I actually prefer this castle itself to the Butrint archaeological site. So if you had to only do one, I would come here.
All right, over there.
I'm getting back up. But I'm gonna explain from here. You would think this castle would have been the first line of defence when anything is coming in maybe from Greece before accessing the actual city, ancient city of Butrint. I want to get back inside though. You can even see the old rooms that they used to have here. That I think has become a bit of a toilet, so I'll come back out. I think that's a fisherman's toilet. And then here, I don't know how they would have, what would have been under here? Maybe a main gate? I'm not sure, it might have been a bigger castle before.
Amazing. It literally takes about 5 to 10 minutes to get back, and the views are insane. We had the whole castle to ourselves for the whole time we were on it, which was about half an hour.
Literally just us.
And it was literally just us, and I think it's so magical, and I would definitely say that if you were choosing between coming here or going there, that is a better
for sure. You know, I was literally just thinking this. I was thinking, come on the Sunday, because if you come on any other day, you're going to pay $1,000 each.
Yeah.
And then use your 1,500 to 2,000 that you've saved to get the boat to the castle as well.
Such a good experience.
And have you seen an even better thing?
What?
We're in time for football, and the bus is
hang on, we don't even know if it's the right bus
I'm
yet.
getting on it. I've heard it takes me to the bar with the football.
Wow, what a day. Absolutely loved exploring something different. Even getting the boat trip has got to be the highlight. It was absolutely amazing. I would definitely recommend it. We grabbed some chips on the way back. The bus didn't leave for a while, so actually Matt made the football. He's actually at a bar down the road which is playing it, so I'm sure he's enjoying himself. I'm currently editing, and I thought this would be a good way to end the video. Matt normally ends it, and we normally go out for dinner or something, but to be honest, walking around all day, it does take its toll on your feet. I'm tired. I just want to get something nice to eat it here, and watch some Netflix once I've finished the video. So yeah, make sure that if you're not subscribed that you do. We are going to be travelling more of Albania, not just Saranda, and we have a good few things lined up for the next few days. So make sure that you subscribe, and we'll see you tomorrow.